What I'm going to share with you will reveal something very few families ever learn about youth and academy football. It will explain why so many talented footballers spend years working incredibly hard only to end up frustrated, overwhelmed, confused, and lacking a real opportunity. It will also highlight the only pathway that actually gives your child an inside track, real protection, and a guaranteed chance of reaching professional football. My name is Rick. I'm a FIFA licensed agent from New York, as you can hear from the beautiful accent. And I did not come from privileged academies or existing connections in the game. I came from the same place your child is coming from right now. I was overlooked, not treated properly, and underrepresented. I was unsure if football would ever work for me. I saw firsthand how difficult, political, and mostly opaque this industry can be for families who are trying to do the right thing for their child. Over time, I learned something that may be uncomfortable for you to hear. The system in this industry is not designed to serve hardworking, non-academy players and families like yours. The harsh reality is that the system is designed for the academy players, the players with connections for the industry's benefit, not for your child's. So instead of accepting that reality or becoming a complainer and playing the blame game or pushing a negative narrative, I've built something new. I've created a system specifically designed for overlooked, non-academy and underprivileged players, a system that prepares them like professionals and gives them direct, legitimate opportunities with clubs rather than false hope. I knew it was going to work, but the success has proven even better than I expected. Over the past 18 months, we have taken over 200 players into professional environments through real structure, proper preparation, and direct routes to trials. 98% of players who come through our system get a guaranteed trial. The other 2% of players who don't get a trial didn't follow the system. The truth is this: I won't push your child to any of my direct connections if they're not fit, sharp, and in shape. It is my reputation on the line when I send a player to a club. Not the player's reputation, not the family's reputation, my reputation. If your current strategy has primarily consisted of open combines, random showcases, international academies, or thousands of emails and messages to club scouts and agents who never reply, I would respectfully opine that you most likely need to try something completely different. Einstein astutely noted that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you've experienced the frustration of wondering whether anyone with real influence is actually paying attention to your child's profile, then you already know the truth. The football industry, as I said, is significantly flawed. Clubs will never respond to families directly. They respond to agents they trust. Agents that you've seen often overpromise and usually disappear once reality sets in. I'm different. We're different. Trials often feel like lotteries rather than genuine assessments. Your child keeps going and never receives useful feedback that takes them to the next level and helps them reach their ultimate potential. Good, highly talented players remain overlooked for years, not because they lack talent, but because no one with authority is truly advocating for them. Every single day, my team receives close to 100 player profiles from families, coaches, scouts, and other agents. The reality is I don't have the time or capacity to personally review and represent every player who reaches out to us. That is exactly why we built the RicFit Pro Player Launchpad. This system elevates your child from being an external message, likely at the bottom of my inbox, to a known and valuable part of our family within our exclusive representation ecosystem. Every day, we receive approximately 50 messages from coaches, sporting directors, scouts, and professional clubs asking with great specificity for certain types of players. When a club reaches out in search of a player, your child's profile is not buried in a database or lost in an email chain. Your child is already on my desk, clearly positioned, professionally analyzed, and ready to be put forward. Your child is not sent to an open trial with 150 other players in front of coaches who may not even be looking for their position. This pathway exists for one very important reason: to give unsigned and overlooked players and their families something they never truly had before. That something is actually everything. It is direct representation and backing to a professional club from a FIFA licensed agent with a trusted network inside the game. Most importantly, who genuinely cares about the player's development and future. When I put a player's name forward, clubs listen. They listen because they know that if I say a player is ready, they are actually ready. They know my standards. They know the RicFit standards. They know that we do not represent players who are not prepared, because in this industry, reputation is everything. And one mistake that I make or my team makes can close the doors in our face permanently. The problem is that most unsigned and non-academy players never reach that level of consideration, as no one actually respects their player profile. Not because they're not good enough, but because they lack structure, access to someone with an in, and true guidance. They don't have someone who can open the right door at the right moment. The launchpad is the bridge that finally solves that problem. Inside this system, everything changes. Your child receives real representation. I work alongside my MLS scout to analyze and build a professional player portfolio that actually matches what clubs are looking for. We carefully position your child so that when opportunities arise, they are presented in the strongest way possible. And when their moment arrives, I am the one putting their name directly in front of a club with logistics and accommodation handled, rather than sending them into a chaotic combine environment where success depends more on luck than preparation. But I want to be very clear with you, the parent. Representation alone is not enough. If a player is not truly ready when opportunity appears, this is a major problem. With all this representation and direct access to opportunities, my name is on the line. I discovered that representation with my pro-level training protocol is exactly what gets success for our athletes. In conjunction with all the support I've referenced, I ask only for one simple thing: that as your child gains access to this network of connections and our representation, no matter what level they're at, they pair that with the same pro-level training protocols that have gotten all of our students results. This same clear roadmap has created tons of success, and I can guarantee success if it's followed meticulously. When your child gains access to my network, they also develop behind the scenes by a team of specialists. Your child will receive direct feedback from our MLS analyst who reviews their game, identifies gaps, and helps refine their player profile. Your child also works with a career development specialist so that they are not financially trapped in 9 to 5 and can remain flexible when trials or opportunities arise. Your child also trains with a strength and nutrition coach who builds them into a professional athlete. And they are supported by a lifestyle mindset coach who helps them develop discipline, consistency, and mental resilience required to succeed at the highest level. I will lay out in simple terms exactly what your child will receive when working directly with me and why this is different from anything else you have previously tried. Direct representation from a licensed FIFA agent, access to a full team that's typically reserved for pro footballers, MLS analyst breakdown and highlight tape building, clear custom training protocol designed just for them, and a massive community of other high-level players just like them. And most importantly, if they do everything we ask, a guaranteed trial. Yes, literally guaranteed, because we know this works. This all compounds and builds momentum as I am personally backing each player that works with me, putting them forward and holding their hand into success, because I don't see myself as just an agent. I see myself as a career architect for the players I take on. A direct representational blueprint that allows me to place your child in front of the clubs without them having to battle through a system that was never built for players just like them. That is why inside the launchpad, we move at a pace that often surprises everyone around you and your family. We have had players sign their first professional contracts within 2 weeks of working with us. We've had players sign contracts as late as 29 years old and their second at 31 years old. You do not see that anywhere else because our players are no longer guessing or hoping. They're walking a proven pathway that has already helped players secure trials and contracts across the United States and Europe. Now, I need you to hear this clearly. This is not for every family. If you're looking for a casual development program, this is not the right fit. If you're hoping that someone will simply give your child a chance while nothing else in their life fundamentally changes, this is not for you. This is for parents who already believe in their child's potential, but recognize that hard work alone is not enough in this cold industry. It is for families who understand that without real access to direct opportunities, nothing truly changes. And it is for parents who are ready to support their child in taking their career seriously when a genuine opportunity appears. If that sounds like you, I'm going to walk you through the next step. Click the button on this page and complete the short application. Tell me your child's position, their current level, their goals, and where you feel stuck or uncertain as a parent. If their profile looks like someone I may be willing to represent, my team of scouts will get in contact with you and walk you through the next phase. On that call, you'll be connected to our head of scouting. You'll get clarity on where your child currently stands, what a realistic pathway to professional football would look like, and what it would take for myself and the rest of my team to put my name behind them. If we see alignment, you will be invited into the launch pad. If not, you will receive honest, direct feedback on the absolute next best steps for your child's career. So, either way, you're leaving this call with more clarity. If you've been putting all this work in for your child, and you and your entire family and your child are consistently feeling stuck, not knowing what to do next, and overwhelmed, this is your sign to finally try something proven so that your child can get the representation and training they need. As a parent, you no longer have to keep opening these doors alone. If your child is the right fit to work with us, we are here to walk the path along with them so that we can open these doors together and give your child the best career possible for them. See you on the other side.